opened in 2020 and immediately one of the main attractions here on the Las Vegas Strip. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium. Today, our draw features two from the AFC between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Las Vegas Raiders. Cam Little after the opening kick. And away we go at Allegiant Stadium. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. The first carry here for Ashton Genty. Off to the races, middle of the field. He cuts it, he makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead right away. So one snap, and they're in the end zone, Brock. Tell those stat keepers to be ready. It could be a very busy game for them.
I'm kind of up for that. You kind of like that little pace?
A hundo, partner, 100%.
And to do it on the ground, to boot. What a way to begin the proceedings. The first punch thrown in the four-quarter boxing match ends up being a haymaker.
Jaguars, nothing.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Kadarius Toney now to return it. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion!
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Lawrence working from the gun. Gets this to Fant. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, the spot's at the 37. It's going to be 3rd down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
That's a short gain of 1, and that's good for a Jacksonville first down. We've set it down from the 37.
At the 37-yard line.
Hey, go, go!
First carry here for the rookie out of Colorado. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
This was certainly a call mixed into the game plan this early to try and start the guessing game defensively. Just another wrinkle for that group to deal with.
Decent 24. Turn, it's hot. Silver.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. Well, that's not what the offense does, though. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Okay, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Red on red. Here we go.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. Past the 25. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive. In the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
1st and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown.
Hey, Soko, hot. Here we go.
No run, ETN. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Hey.
Lawrence to throw it. Makes the catch. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stuffed at the 2.
Number 12.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On red.
No luck. He tried. He was fighting, but they sent him backwards on 3rd and goal.
Kate, you could just kind of feel it. That was a challenge this defense took personally. You want to run it at us? You're going to try to run it at me? I'm going to stuff it before you get started. They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Mostert on the return. He stopped on the run back to the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. First play is going to be again to Jency. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Looking quickly, trying to get set again.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
This is Jency on 2nd. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Give him 8 on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
1st down, and they go right back to him. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. Gain of 15 there. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Drop play. This is Williams. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Down by Caleb Ransom.
Humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
1st down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. So now they're going to throw with Wilson. Has him on the quick hitter. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get 6 more on their early advantage. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. On the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Ron! Hey, so
Here's ETN to begin the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. It'll lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Hey, go! Hey,
Looking to throw. Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Jaguars have a first down.
You know, they really love that trade route because he's one of those guys that you count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
A quick throw completed out to the left. And he'll manage what he can up to the 48. James Bradbury up from the secondary for that tackle. So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our first quarter. The scoreboard reads 14-3. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll have it 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Lawrence connects with Fant. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end, and they give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
Hey, Lion!
Lawrence here running a sneak. And he won't get in. The daylight was there for just a second, but it closed just in time to keep him out. So it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot, and they could have had some points on the board defensively.
He'll try to do it himself. Watching the goal line, but he won't reach it. The defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a 3rd down at your own 1. Yikes.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Red on red. Here we go.
ETN. And this is going to end behind the line block. A great stop down in close. Now let's see if they want to risk it here on 4th and goal.
You felt that the second this play bounced toward the outside, this defense responded. They pounced. That was their chance to get to him before he could get the couple inches he needed for a first down.
And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a 1-score game in the first half. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Mostert on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Genty. And he will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They gain 11 on that play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Hey, these are the type of gains he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
That one's complete over the middle. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Giving this to Genty. And he's able to get this down to the 36. He has 9 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
These aren't the plays that we leave highlight reels, but they're the ones that win you ball games. What a nice game by the back. Now his offense can go in any number of directions on 1st and 10.
Going left side, Williams with it. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Offensive line fast.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a first down, that's a bonus.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Another run for Williams. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
And off to Genty. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
3rd down, Genty. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. The Raiders with the lead at home here at Allegiant. Looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4.
Cut! Green 8, cut! Blue 80! Green 8, cut! Green 8, cut!
Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. It's a 39-yarder from the left hash. Carlson's kick is good. 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Tony now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Hey, go!
Out of the gun, Lawrence. The throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted him in the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch. Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. It's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Lion!
Back to the air, Lawrence. Here comes the screen for Etienne. Works his way to the 35. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars make it 17 all.
17.
We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Mostert on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Cut! 380! Cut!
Wilson now from the gun. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Took right! Cut! 215! Alert!
Shotgun snap for Wilson. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
14 yards.
And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st and 10 from the 43. They give up the guns. It's Genty. Rolling into enemy territory. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He skips down inside the 35-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And that's a Vegas first down. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
At the 34-yard line.
Back to Genty. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's complete to the back, Ashton Genty. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. First down, here's Russ. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take the lead just before halftime. Brock Bowers, the touchdown.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from the tight end, showing that he could stretch that field. With the route check, secure the catch, quickly become a running check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with the homeboys.
Jaguars 17.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Has it at the 11. He's brought down just inside the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. He'll throw it. Finds a man right time. And he hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. It means one last play in this half. One last play before the break. Completed left side to Thomas. And he's tackled for a short gain. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
24.
They'll start the second half with ETN. Crosses midfield, still going. Down the sideline into the red zone. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. They rip off a big chunk of field and it sets them up with first and goal.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost in a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal.
Hey, go!
They'll try with the wideout. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars bring it back to even. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Coming left is Genty. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Has a man on target to Thornton. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that separation can create a big play down the field.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, none of my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Finds him on the slant. Has some room to work. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grab the lead on their first series of the half. Well, Brock, even with it being possible possibly the most popular route for teams to go to. Sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself with a gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Hey, run! Here we go.
Lawrence throwing here. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Rip, 23. Here we go.
Lawrence with it on first. Got his target, it's Tony. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Jaguars have a first down.
A gain of 13 yards.
Hey, line,
First down,
line.
Jaguars.
From the pistol, they're going to run with ETN. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Finds his man over the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Red.
Throwing his Lawrence on 3rd down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. 4th down coming up.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Six yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this.
Hey, easy. Route.
Looking to throw. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Ross off the play fake. Finds him over the middle. Still has some space inside the 35. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 13-point lead. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Lawrence working from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Complete to Travis Hunter. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9.
Hey.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Finds the in route complete. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
These are 24. Son. Here we go.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Throw here, third down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Here we go on fourth. Lawrence. No place to go. They get him to the turf and force a turnover on down.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
First down now, ball at the 33. Russ looking to throw. This one finds Thornton. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
This is Gentile in second. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. This one goes for 3 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. Some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
First and 10 now from the 46. Russ now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
No running with Gentile. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. That's good for a couple of yards. That's a Vegas first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule?
First and 10 at the
That was it.
44-yard line.
Green 80!
Williams now on first and 10. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11.
All right, here we go. Second down.
45-yard line.
So we're through 3 here. It's the Raiders up by multiple touchdowns, and they've got the football. They break the huddle. It's second down now. This is Gentile. Still has some space inside the 35. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Lady! Bang out! Bang out! Bang! Bang! Cut!
So now they're going to throw with Wilson. That one's incomplete over the middle. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And now they face second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Going left side, Bowers has it. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Well, we have seen the value of a big, physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
They'll toss it. Genty. And he's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line. Nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got it.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Raiders make it a 3-score game in the fourth. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Nice execution to get that counter to the end zone. Maybe not the play we expected, Brock, but the play that they needed right there.
I love a well-executed counter. I really do. It's like a good boxer, Kate. You set him up with feint one way, and then you hit him with the knockout the other. Keep them from answering the bell, stopping you from reaching that end zone.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively they call it camouflage. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done.
Raiders closing in, and down he goes. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep the quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this third and long.
Fights off the pressure. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Some squads you just see love to do this, Kate, and I've got so much respect for defensive coordinators who late in the game, instead of playing prevent, well, they step up the aggression meter. Back-to-back sacks puts this offense and this quarterback way off schedule.
Fourth and forever coming up.
Let's go.
Desperation time here. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. They're on it. That's intercepted. Picked off by Darian Porter. And the Raiders get the football as he makes his third interception of this season.
Okay, that's just one of those situations. It is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win, and you feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, yeah, interceptions follow.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Now Wilson on the play fake. Pass caught by Jack Bench. And he has it down officially to the red zone
field to a young high school quarterback just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, and give him a chance to make a play.
Cut near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders put up even more points in a win. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders continue piling on to this lead.
Jaguars 24.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Tony now to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. A good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Red on red.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. He's got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play, but whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback who could do what he just did. Choke the ball himself for a big run.
And the Jaguars 1st down.
Here's ETN on 1st down. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate. That's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms, and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Into the hands of his running back, ETN. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars putting up points in a game decided. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. On his little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars cut the lead by a quarter. Down now to 21.
Jaguars 31.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, bro.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Gotta find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
That's complete to Bowers outright. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
They're going to pass it here. This one's taken in by Thornton. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. he could take it to the house.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
Cut. 280. Got it.
Straight ahead with Genty. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
380.
Design run. Here's Wilson. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Check a lane like a game of chess. You want to be better, bring your best. We're standing in your front yard yelling, bring them out, bring them out. I'm a hot girl yelling, bring them out, bring them out. All the dope boys yelling, bring them out, bring them out.
3rd down now, Jaguars going nickel.
Cut. 315. 380.
3rd and long for him here. On target to Thornton. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Trying to become a quarterback's best friend to that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch. The quarterback will find you again.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Cut.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. This will look for Wilson. The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as